Andreas busy talking about tabs and things.
What up?
Party people. I've possibly got a microphone set up that doesn't sound like complete ass.
It sounds alright.
That's good, because to be fair, it's horribly tinny, the other one, and I couldn't get my other microphone to work. I've also got my headphones on today because I couldn't be bothered moving my wheel and shit.
Good.
Because I'm now on the PC, people, which means I'm coming to you. There you go. Badly, because I hadn't even figured out how to stream yet. Ooh, that's something I'm going to show people who haven't seen the Instagram. We'll do that in the next show, though. Getting excited ahead of myself. We do gaming in the next show. We'll do this for now. Yo.
Motorsport, then. What a weekend.
Yeah, man. Do you want me to start with a little bit of news from Rallycross, and then you just go into the epicness of F1?
Go for it.
Shit? So, in case you're living under a rock or something, which is an obvious possibility, I suppose, but then you won't have internet and you won't have YouTube.
You're probably not going to be watching this.
No, but whatever. It'll be cool. Calendar's out. Again, my cat's trying to break in. I probably should let him in because he'll just literally destroy the bloody door, won't he? Because it's so Mally. So, I'll talk in case you can still hear me. Rallycross news. WRX. Come in then. You come in. Oh, thank you. I'm back, people. So, WRX has now released a revised calendar. Unfortunately, the rumours are true. Hell is no more. So we're not at Hell, which is a real shame. It's a fantastic track. It's got no Norway in it. But what we do have is Barcelona, kicking it off with evening. They're going to do both days in the evening, which I think will be quite cool.
It'd be interesting to see it. And
yeah,
I suppose it probably won't be dusk, though, really.
No, it's summer in it, so it's going to be fine. July starting. So we've still got 2 months and a couple of weeks. I mean, it'll be busy because you've got RX1, you've got RX2, and you've got RX3. RX3 Super 1600, RX2 is in the electric category, and then the final year of the supercars. And then you've got a double header round, Nuremberg, Holjes, Loic, Riga. I like Riga, Spa, which is cool, Montenegro. So you've kind of done it a little bit with, obviously, pandemic and things going on. But it's good. Cat's coming on. There we go. So that's to cover the power button to turn it off again. So it should be good. Should be fun. Rallycross Nordic is out. Is on Thursday, which is going to play havoc because I've got to come home from work, watch it all, write about it all. Don't know why they got Thursday, but your man Andreas Bakkarud's back. He's racing a Stard electric supercar. Very excited. One, because I just like the guy, and two, I just want to see what's happening. So that's cool. And then we've also got the Swedish stuff there as well, Swedish Championship. And then Saturday, Sunday, we have round 4 of RallyX Nordic. So
all exciting stuff.
Yeah, man. And we're finally getting something from the wonderful new World Rallycross promoters. Still haven't got the voice of Rallycross and presenting team confirmed yet, though.
Good.
There will be riots, people, if they are not confirmed. Over to you, Mr. Andrew, enough Rallycross.
So, before everybody turns off, I've actually got some memes to spice it up, to throw in with the mix.
We love a good meme.
So, Formula 1 then.
I'll make this full screen so I can see the meme fully.
So Barcelona, pretty boring track usually. It's usually a pretty boring race. I've got to say most of the race was boring. But before we got to the race, something that I forgot to mention last week that I'm sure everybody's seen, that Grosjean has been given a test in the McLaren. Mercedes. Yeah.
V10 engine or something he's testing?
No, he's just gonna. I think
I
he's
thought it
just
was
doing one
into
at
a
tests
V10.
later in year. They just said because like after his crash last year, Toto said, "Oh, if nobody else offers you it, we'll offer. You can come for a test in our car."
Well, it's good because it gets him back in the car.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously doing Indian air it's slow, but
yeah. So you know what? I thought that were really good of him actually
yeah,
sticking
man,
to his word.
definitely.
So yeah, that were good. And then so we had qualifying, good. The usual suspects. Hamilton has now got 100 poles, which, good on him. I'm going to stop sharing this for a minute because I
I
don't
was
know
going to
what I'm
say
doing
that.
with it. I'm
Is
showing
that something
Touring Car
else, mate?
stuff.
Something
Yeah.
completely different.
So yeah, that was good. Good effort. Verstappen second. Bottas third. So Mazepin got he blocked some people again after doing
Obviously,
his usual and spinning.
what a
He got
legend that he isn't.
he got a 3-place grid penalty. You know, it's not really a surprise, is it? I mean, he
No,
were already last, but you know what? Why not? Let's just give him a
we'll give you a
3-place.
free place penalty.
Just
Cool. What
yeah,
position are you in? The same because you're last.
yeah.
Alright,
So whatever. Fuck him and shit.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, pretty funny though. So onto the race. Verstappen got in front straight away, so
Nice.
into the first corner. It was kind of expected because it's quite a long drag down to the first corner. So he just sat behind Hamilton and then just dived out inside pretty much. That was pretty much it for probably first half, I'd say.
Nice.
So Hamilton ended up dropping back to like third, which put him behind Bottas. He then, so Verstappen pitted on about lap 21, which was relatively early. And then Hamilton made his tyres last until about 29th lap, so quite a bit longer to be fair. So then he had quite a bit to catch up to Verstappen, but he did it pretty quick. And then he caught back. So because Hamilton had pitted later, he had fresher tyres. He caught back up to Verstappen.
Keep it faster for longer at the end.
Yeah, but he'd used quite a bit of his tyres up.
So
So he caught up to him, and then they decided, right, we're going to pit you again. Why not? So they pitted him. This was probably about 40 something lap. And they're like, oh, don't worry, you'll catch back up. And I'm like, nah,
Are you
surely
sure about that?
20, like it was 20 odd seconds. They did him a good pit stop, to be fair. So I think he had about 20 laps with fresh mediums on to catch about 20 odd seconds. He easy did it. Really pretty much easy did it. He had a fair few laps left and like easily got past him. This were after so when he came up to Bottas, because obviously we were behind Bottas after pit stop.
Yeah.
They gave Bottas some team orders to let him through, and it was a bit like this. Bottas basically just didn't let him, and he had to do a proper overtake on him. So I mean, fair play to Bottas in some respect, but it could have been bad, but it didn't end up being that bad.
Yeah, if he Hamilton had just gone, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
and taken both cars out or something.
Yeah, but it
be rates, Mr. Andrew.
It worked out in end. So after the race, I saw a few memes. So obviously, Hamilton won, Verstappen second, Bottas third, as per So this Mercedes just has the quicker car, and then bad strategy calls, not letting drivers get used to the second seat, and Hamilton's consistency.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
And I saw this one. What you call him? Christian Horner just saying fuck Max, Checo, Albon, and Gasly, or any Red Bull Junior Academy driver. I'll just do it myself. It's quite funny because he did actually used to drive F1.
Really?
But he just decided that he wasn't ever going to be good, and just sacked it off basically. Which, fair enough. It takes, I guess, not pride, but it takes a brave person to kind of say, "Yeah, I'm not that good. I'm not going to make it," rather than trying to stick it out.
It's
so
not. It's not an easy one, is it?
I mean,
He is.
He's a good manager, at the end of the day. He's done well. Or team principal, whatever you call him.
Yeah.
So fair play to him.
Yeah.
And then some other bits I've seen afterwards. So Hamilton's said that he'd like to get a contract in place before the summer break. So that's interesting.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd be looking at other options for a bit, but I suppose he's still well on form and he ain't going anywhere, so.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Then a couple other memes just while we're at it.
Always. Love a good meme, mate. You know that. Love a good meme.
So, Mercedes just with the on-point strategy. I mean, that was a brilliant strategy, to be fair. And then these are the standings. So McLaren Ferrari is going to be a really good battle by the looks of it.
Yeah, man.
It's really tight, and
Look,
there seem to be
that gap down to like Alpine and the others.
Oh yeah, no. It's because McLaren and Ferrari seem to keep swapping like every race. So like this race, Leclerc were in fourth. The race before, Lando were in fourth. So it's just changes every race between them. So that's looking like it'll be good again.
100%.
And then it's been noted that it's like Hamilton's best start to a season.
What was it?
No, actually, it's been Verstappen's best start to a season, but it's also been Hamilton's best start to a season, so it's pretty unlucky there, really.
Yeah, very.
He's doing like best that he's ever done, but like arguably the best driver in world's doing best he's ever done. So yeah. So Hamilton got the record number. Well, he's just hit 100 poles as well. And I saw something saying that
absolutely mental.
He's got about a 56% conversion rate of poles to wins, which is not the highest.
I was going to say, yeah, I'd expect.
I think the highest is Alonso with 65%. I think it was, but he's had less poles. So interesting though.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was 56 wins he's got from pole. So it's good effort, isn't it?
It's good the amount though that he isn't just polling and winning. If you think he's come up to 100 wins.
Yeah, a lot of them have come from outside.
Yeah,
not
which
first,
obviously is probably like second or third or something. Still.
Especially when the car that they've got is so built to being in front.
Yeah.
Like, you can just tell that especially like Bottas just struggles so much like in traffic. And that's that's another thing I saw. It was Chris Harris from Top Gear. He said that like Bottas is nowhere near a bad driver. It's just unfortunate that he's battling against Verstappen and Hamilton, who were just like incredible.
Yeah, it is, I suppose, isn't it?
It's just unfortunate for him, really, isn't it?
It's just piss take, that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sure. So that pretty much rounds up F1. Don't think there's anything I've missed there. I don't think.
Decent enough rounds.
Yeah, to be fair, Barcelona is usually shit, but it seemed it was good for a change. So, on tour, touring cars, which the first race was so much more. It had so much more action in it than F1 has had in about 4 races.
Yeah, I was going to go in the 3 races of touring cars. It was probably more than the entire season.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. So I forgot how much I missed touring cars, man.
Yeah, it was good. So just before we start with it, I saw something that Rory Butcher, who is the one who drives I think it's the Yaris.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a carbon offsetting project. So pretty much every circuit in the UK is going to plant over 72 established trees, which I thought were pretty cool, actually.
Excellent.
You know,
that's very cool, man. Love it. Yeah.
Everybody doing the part.
I'm down for that. Well, that's it, innit? And people slate it all and go on, but at the end of the day, every bit helps. And if more people do a little bit, bigger things happen. You know?
Exactly.
It's good. It's good.
So, qualifying, Sutton on pole. That's not really a surprise. He's stupidly quick. The car, clearly, they've done some work on it over winter, and it's still just as quick.
Quality fucking car anyway, at the end of the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Josh Cook went in second with Turkington in third. I have actually read somewhere that Turkington were struggling with back pain, and were like hobbling around like an old man all the weekend. Yeah. So it was saying like thank you to the people who kind of helped me out. And obviously Sheddon's come back this year. So race 1, Sheddon were in a collision with Chris Smiley, I believe it was, which put him into the wall and got him out. What a shame that was. I was so sad.
You're not necessarily his biggest fan, are you? I've kind of come to that conclusion.
I think it's just because he's friends with Matt Neal. I just instantly don't like him. I don't know. So that took him out, which was a shame. Anyway, and then Turkington just caught the back of Sutton on the first lap.
Yeah, it was a
bit unfortunate, that one.
It was just unfortunate, I think. Because you could I think tyres were called.
I don't even think it was that.
I don't know.
I think he tried to brake and just overshot it slightly and just caught back of it.
Yeah, I mean, not even badly.
I think it was more just a racing incident, but it did end up getting a 17-second penalty.
Which
was a shame, really, because I think he finished in third, or maybe even second. Not sure.
He won third.
No, he must have been fourth.
Was third.
Yeah, I think he was fourth, and then Plato was fifth or sixth.
I am sure he was trying to. Yeah, I'm sure
it ended.
Battle. Yeah.
Yeah, it ended Cook Ingram Hill anyway. So good result for Cook. I mean, he's really quick at Thruxton. He wins there quite a bit. It is very suited to the Honda. So you would have thought Sheddon would have been up there if he hadn't crashed off.
Yeah, true.
Sutton did.
Hill did well.
Yeah, Sutton did manage to get back to 9th though as well, which were insane.
Yeah,
really.
Absolute mental on it.
Yeah. So that was race 1. Race 2, we had this. So I had I saw a joke basically that said.
But it's funny, but it's also infuriating. It's like Mazespin. Money, and you do this shit repeatedly.
Yeah, so this was Andy Neate, by the way. His car's just off picture to the left. Basically, he didn't brake into the first corner, and then after after it happened, he blamed it on mechanical issues. It turns out there wasn't anything wrong.
Yeah.
And he ended
Did
up
I
getting
send you the actual signed off inspection sheet, whatever the hell it's called?
Yeah, I do have it somewhere. Tim Harvey tweeted it, basically saying there's nothing wrong with your car. Basically, you've been fined $2,000 and 3 penalty points, and he just said, "I'll just leave this here." You know, I mean, it happened quite a lot last year that he got.
Yeah, we did it Silverstone, didn't he?
Yeah.
2012, he were banned, wasn't he, as well for it, pretty much?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure it was banned in 2012. And,
so he ran into the back of Geddie, which is the car upside down there.
Yeah.
Who then caught onto Jade Edwards.
Yeah.
They both slammed into the wall. Geddie rolled over the top of them. The joke I saw, which honestly I was just laughing so much, and I want to see Jonathan's reaction for this. So it said, I heard Andy Neate having an affair because that's twice he's fucked Jade Edwards on TV.
I've seen that. I saw it pop up. It was awesome. Love it.
So I would.
So speaking of an affair, have you seen his flipping Andy Neate's missus defending his honour? What a spiteful thing, man.
Were it bad?
Yeah. She went after Tim Harvey.
Yeah. Which
she's done death threats and stuff in the past when people have, mentioned how dangerous he is.
Clearly, she's not watching the race.
No.
So it ended Cook, Camish, and then Hill, maybe.
Yep. Yeah, man.
I couldn't remember. That was
Hill. Awesome weekend.
Yeah, he did. And then race 3. I will let.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to share one little thing first because I found it fantastic and I've probably already shown it to you. But the parody site, if you do nothing else today, please familiarise yourself with the brake pedal.
Yeah, that gave me a good laugh, to be fair.
It was great. And then they had another one as well.
Position to revoke his racing license. Brilliant.
He's like, who are they? Absolutely awesome. Quality. Right, so race 3 was epic. It was all about weather and tyres. So it was wet one. Yeah, started off wet, and you had most obviously on wets, but you had a few guys out on slicks. Now it's normally a Plato thing to do that kind of crazy shit, but Hill did it. A couple of others did it. So initially, you could see, they're struggling, the weather, but it started to dry quite quickly, and Hill just awesome, got out into the front, really made some ground, but then it started raining again. What was quite amusing was there were cars diving into the pits to put slicks on, thinking,
tends to happen.
I'll make the time back up, obviously going on slicks, but then it started raining again. So Hill was out in front, and Sutton was just on a charge now that he was on wets. So he started drying up, and he was just taking seconds a lap out of him. I think at one point, at one corner, he probably made up 3 seconds. I thought, I think I messaged you, then I was like, Hill's going to put on a defence masterclass here. Before I think the text had even got to, he was round him on the next corner.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, man, good.
He's so good, to be fair.
Sutton, yeah. But I mean, I'm probably slightly liking Hill because he's got the downforce radio stuff and all that. But I quite like the Focus, even though I know you don't. But yeah, it was chaos because it was such a change of conditions. And then last flip, Plato was all over Hill. But you're like, no, Hill's got it. He's coming in second place. And then it was 0.6 tenths of a second, I think it was, across the line. 6/10 of a second. Came out of the last corner, and Plato just got more grip out the corner, really.
Yeah.
And just, what the fuck?
Plato with his Zimmer frame, he's an old man.
Well, yeah, he's granddad, isn't he now?
Yeah.
Which, only something 600th race or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Some stupid. Mally, what are you doing?
I mean, update you on the race to 100 wins. So
yeah, man.
Hamilton's on 28, Plato's still on 97. But
Do you
Plato
mean 98? I thought you said 28. Might have just been my hearing.
Yeah, I said 9.
Oh, fair enough. I've
So
been
yeah,
doing maths at points today. It's really difficult.
so in third place, yeah, he's still got. He could still do it very easily.
Yeah.
I mean, he has more races in a weekend, so
He ain't gonna know, is he?
probably not. I mean, his car did look good, to be fair, though.
Oh yeah, he were quick. I think that year off, as I said too, I think he'll do well, and it clearly did. He was on again.
Well, yeah, I saw
he
an
did
interview.
He did a bit. He was a bit naughty though. Qualifying, he blocked Hill. When Hill was on his last really quick lap, and he looked like he might have, because I think Hill was 8/10 off or something. It was quite close qualifying,
Yeah.
for all the top guys, and he was on a good charge, I think, and he from North Boy.
Yeah, so that's your
Yeah, man.
standings.
Happy days.
So yeah,
Isn't it?
Turkington's pretty low down, but as I said, he had a
Hey, it's early. First weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, driver of the day, Jason Plato's. After 12 months out, he still proved he had it to mix it with the young crop at the sharp end of the field.
I
mean,
J.A. McFarlane.
I did see a interview with Plato, and he were basically saying that it were nice to have a break, but he just knew that he wanted to be back.
Get back.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's cool. What have we got this weekend?
Don't know.
Okay, we got Rallycross Nordic. Thursday.
Don't think we have anything. There's no F1.
Sunday.
And there's no touring cars, I don't believe.
Rallycross is, mate.
It's a sad weekend.
It's not a sad weekend. You've got fucking Rallycross Nordic. Johan Kristofferson. McConnell. Bakkarud's back. It's all good, mate.
Yeah, so the next touring car race is like a month away. It's snare, isn't it, on the 13th of June.
When's TCR?
So that's pretty sad.
TCR coming up, have we?
And then the next F1 race is Monaco on the 23rd of May. So that's a fair bit off as well.
That's a fair bit off, isn't it? I was looking for. Surely, I don't know. We'll have something. There'll be some club sport going up, no doubt. It'll be.
Yeah.
Don't worry, people.
And we'll make sure you're aware. If you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
All the socials.
All the social medias. Unfortunately, we're not on Grindr, Tinder, anything like that.
Contemplated Grindr a little bit.
So,
on that note, make a lot of money.
Yeah. On that interesting note, we'll end the motorsport show there.
Yeah, man. Bit of a long one tonight.
Well, lots to catch up on.
Well, peace out, everybody. See you later.
See
Enjoy
ya.
yourselves. Bye.